Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. It's been about 3 to 4 weeks since I've uploaded anything. Today is January 22nd, 23rd. Today is January 24th of 2019, and as you see from the title of this video, it is about summer shredding. So what is summer shredding, that some of you may be asking? Summer shredding is an event hosted by Christian Guzman. He is a fitness YouTuber, very popular in the fitness YouTube industry. He owns Alphalete, which is a gym in Houston, also a clothing brand known worldwide very well. Also, he owns an energy drink company called 3D Energy. It's fitness related in that it's 0 calories, so no sugar, none of that crap, just energy drink. So that's a little bit about Christian. More of about summer shredding, the event. It is an online competition and an in-person competition. So the online competition, you just register, and the in-person competition, you register. But at the mid-July point, there is a competition here in Houston that Christian actually hosts that people bodybuild and compete in. So those are the two things that are with this competition of summer shredding. Mainly I'm going to be talking about the online competition because most people will be entering that. A couple of thousand people actually will be entering that. So the base guidelines of the online competition is you have to be 18. It is $20. Last year it was $25. Now it's 20. And yeah, that's really it. The registration's open, I think, on the 28th of January, so in a couple of days. And yeah, you create a before video, and then you create an after video at the end of your summer shredding, and then you submit the links via email to Alphalete, and then they'll review every single video and then pick winners out of that. So some things that come along with summer shredding, I would say, is you're trying to reach an end goal of being very lean with still obtaining a good amount of muscle mass. And some people are beginners, some people know about the fitness lifestyle, but as people want to start doing summer shredding, beginners, amateurs, anyone really, one thing I would say to do is subscribe to Christian's channel, because Christian, he hosts summer shredding and he goes through the motions of everything for cutting. He tells you how to count macros, how to count calories, what kind of cardio you should do, how much cardio, what kind of weightlifting, what type of program you should be running. Just everything about cutting that you would need to know. If anything, he gives you excess information on dieting, tips and tricks, kind of like peak week, reverse dieting, like after you cut, everything. Christian is able to deliver us that information through his YouTube channel. He does it about 2 to 3 times a week, which I find very helpful, because by him uploading every 2 to 3 times a week, it keeps you connected with the summer shredding community, and you want to just stay motivated, because I know a lot of like people and teams and gyms, I guess, they run these competitions like the Biggest Loser thing, but what they lack is there are thousands that enter those competitions, but only a few hundred actually stay committed to the journey. While as Christian, he's able to host these competitions and affect people's lives, because when he uploads videos, it makes people around the world, even me, stay connected with the journey of cutting, and you really don't lose a track of, you really don't fall off a track of your cutting season, just because Christian is there just like an online coach, but on YouTube. So I want to talk more about if you should or shouldn't do summer shredding. In my opinion, yes, do summer shredding, do it, because whether you are skinny fat, not to be mean, but if you're somewhat overweight or fat, obese, more proper term, this summer shredding will help you achieve goals that you didn't think would be real. Christian is a real person. Currently, he's probably sitting at around 16-17% body fat, and currently I am 17-18ish body fat. It just shows that any fitness YouTuber or any fitness models they are real people, and they can't stay lean forever. So they do these type of series where they show people like us that cutting is not just for people with special genetics, it's for anyone. I've seen people that are like 250, 300 pounds, 20% fat, drop down to like 12% fat, 180, 190. It's possible for anyone. You see crazy stories on YouTube, 500-pound man loses 200 pounds. It's true. They can do it without liposuctions, without skin reductions and stuff like that. It just takes time to understand the process, and then from there on you hop on a journey to change your lifestyle to become a better person, mentally, physically. You become stronger. When you enter summer shredding, the online competition, you pay 20 bucks, and that's 20 bucks out of your pocket, and I hope that gives people somewhat of an incentive to actually go out there and push themselves, try harder and harder, and get your money's worth. 20 bucks, yeah, it's nothing for some people, but that could have been 20 bucks that you spent on 4 or 5 lunches or something, and you would have never known about the program. 20 bucks can change your life, honestly. As much as like that sounds like a scheme, it's true, because Christian does care about people, and I know for most fitness influencers, their goal is to affect people's lives, even though they can't meet them or they can't physically coach them to become a model or a bodybuilder or something. They're doing it through online. They're doing their best they can to actually affect our lives. And I can say he's definitely affected my life, because when I started last year, I didn't think I would become someone that could get very shredded. And it just proves that with time and dedication and hustling hard, it does work. One thing that Christian cannot do is changing someone's mental dedication or drive or grit that each person has. That's not teachable. That's all through self-teaching. Like literally, you have to go within yourself and ask yourself who you are as a person and how far do you want to go in life, whether it be business related, science related, like education related, anything. You can go further than what you think. Very cliche saying. Everyone says, my dad says, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. It's so true, because I wouldn't think I'd be going to a somewhat big university. I go to University of Houston. I wouldn't think that I would have started YouTubing, and I just picked the camera and start recording, and it really brings out who I really am and how I view my life to affect others. Last thing I have to say about summer shredding is you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of time and other things, like foods you used to like. Sometimes it's hanging out with friends. Maybe it's playing video games. It's all or nothing, really. If you go into summer shredding going in with 0.5% or not even fully mentally prepared to go through a change in your life, it's not gonna work as efficient as you would like. It will be painful, but you always have to tell yourself it's gonna be worth it in the end. Look at other people's before and after pictures. You will see that they hustled and grinded for 4, 5, 6 months, and that's not easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy at all, but it's just like bulking. Bulking is honestly harder than cutting, in my opinion, because you have to sometimes force feed yourself, understand that you may feel bloated at times and think you're getting fat, but it's a part of the process, and you have to understand that when you're cutting, you will starve sometimes, but you have to find the right balance to do it correctly. It may be only my second year of cutting, but I've learned so much from my first year of cutting that I'm going into this year's summer shredding with more of a plan to attack this goal than to learn and make mistakes. And end with the result that I want. Alright, the last thing I want to talk about summer shredding is the end of it. When you're finishing and you're seeing the goal that you wanted to reach. The hardest part about that is you're so lean. That's such an image that you didn't think would happen, and I would say it's scary after an end date comes. Christian says this at summer shredding. He says, don't put an end date to this journey, just go with the flow and keep striving hard. And I made that mistake to have an end date. I craved so hard on the last day. I craved so hard on the week before the last day, and it wasn't easy. I broke down, I'd say, structurally. I didn't stay strong enough to go one more week. I mean, after that one day passed, I understand I made a mistake, and I grinded harder in the gym, did a little bit of extra cardio, and it gets to the point where if you do this so much that you will eat less than you're supposed to. I was eating 1,300 calories. Right now I'm eating 3,000 calories, and that's very unhealthy, and people will worry about you. But if you're in the process of really achieving that goal so hard, you just have to sacrifice those comments and gestures that people will give you. You just have to work hard. And it's also important to find the right balance after summer shredding, because obsession can be a problem after summer shredding with how much you eat. And I definitely saw that within myself. I was counting every single calorie after summer shredding, and it took me about 2 to 3 months to get back to who I really was when it comes to eating, and finding out that it's okay to eat this food sometimes. It's okay if you start losing a little bit of definition in your six pack. The summer season's over, it's time to start bulking. So go ahead and go into this summer shredding just free falling, and once you start getting the path that you can take for summer shredding, straight up and float through summer shredding, take a little dives. All I gotta say, it's such a journey that it changes your life, and you really review why you started this and look back at the times that you didn't know about nutrition and food. But yeah, it's a very humbling experience. And before 2019 even starts for summer shredding, I just want to say thank you to Christian, and on top of that, I want to thank him for helping everyone else reach their goals, because I know he's such a big figure in the fitness industry that he doesn't get the appraisal that we need to give him. Yeah, we give him likes and subscribes on this video, but you know, I need to go to him one day and just like be like, bro, thank you so much, because you really did change my life. I don't want to say that he's the end all be all of the reason why I changed my life, but he's definitely affected my life in some way, just like how my friends do in any way. But yeah, that's it. See you guys later, and forever be better.